Pound for pound, one of the strongest superstars in the women's division.
The final is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing American-made from Knoxville, Tennessee, Iyo.
You know, Iyo is not the biggest woman around, but Iyo has honed her body into a finely tuned weapon.
Iyo definitely has that dog in her.
Almost unmatched tenacity and a deep desire to win.
I cannot wait to see Iyo compete. Six feet of raw power.
And her opponent from Rio Grande Valley, Texas,
Raquel seems to always wear a big smile, just loves to perform for the crowd.
Yeah, but if you get on her bad side and that smile vanishes, you are faced with an angry woman with muscles for days.
There is no shortage of toughness and determination in Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel isn't afraid to pick a fight or finish one.
Hey, I respect that about her. She's willing to put herself to the test.
The match doesn't need to officially begin for Raquel Rodriguez to lay someone out, but here we are. This one's official.
And just so we're clear, no one's safe from La Chingona's fury. Raquel's fists and feet are rated E for everyone.
Raquel Rodriguez will flatten anyone with her powerhouse style, and that's just a warm-up from La Mas Poderosa.
And when it comes to Iyo, we're talking about someone who is fueled by an inner rage and only really knows one mode: attack.
Pomp and circumstance were launched out the window a long time ago, Saxton. Iyo's focused on destroying her opponents, and tonight should be no different.
Bang, right in the face.
Collar and elbow.
Drive them toward the ropes, looking to keep some control.
Ooh! Lock it up.
Shot right off. Stiff forearm shot. Lands a timely reversal.
Choke slam!
You know she's thinking she can end it all here.
Well-timed counter on Rodriguez.
What's on that? And forth we go. Ooh! So much pride, solid resiliency on display. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Oh. The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. You can feel the contact, and so does the double.
Jeez, looking absolutely rocked.
Making way toward the top rope.
From the top.
Off the top rope.
She goes for the cover.
She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
Impressive to not even allow a 2 count at this juncture.
Couple hard shots there in the corner. Now looking to raise the stakes. Headed up. Whoa! Corkscrew senton.
I think that's it. That must be it. 2. She did it. She picked up the victory.
These women put on quite a show. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel Rodriguez standing victorious here.
And it's Raquel Rodriguez who leaves here the winner.
Raquel Rodriguez, the personification of unbridled power, standing victorious. Gentlemen, are you ready? I think Dakota Kai is about to get her kicks.
I see what you did there. Look at that intimidating scowl.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing Damage Control from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
This is a woman who demands her place in the spotlight and has taken it by pure force.
You know, it's hard to think at one time Dakota Kai was the captain of Team
Yeah,
Kick.
at one time, Byron, at one time. That included the entire WWE Universe, but how things have changed.
Dakota is no longer the captain of Team Kick. She's the leader and the ruler of Team Kick. And Saxton, you're off.
Alexa Bliss is here.
One of the most accomplished competitors in the women's division.
And her opponent from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
She's held the SmackDown, Raw, and Women's Tag titles on multiple occasions each.
The second woman in WWE history to win the women's Triple Crown.
Oh! Wait a minute.
A cleverly laid ambush.
What a cheap shot.
Just leveling the playing field, Cole.
This is horrible.
The ref motioning to get in the ring now.
Yeah, I think the referee's at the end of the rope.
You can only push the referee so far, Corey.
Corey, what's Dakota got to do tonight in this match?
I think that tonight she needs to remind everyone exactly who she is. Dakota Kai's an in-ring veteran with experience competing all over the globe. She's not an underdog or a second fiddle. Dakota is a serious threat, and tonight's as good a time as any to make that perfectly clear.
Superstars in the ring, and the referee officially starts to
Slugging it out toe-to-toe now. Oof. Slugging away with everything they've got.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Who will break first? That is the question.
It's hard to tell exactly what Alexa Bliss is thinking when she looks at her opponents like that.
What a shot.
Shows great wherewithal there.
Clothesline. Boom.
Oh, kick right to the spine.
Reversal. Ooh. Boom, what a kick. Climbing up the turnbuckle here.
From the top.
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Yeah, and I don't think that's what was in mind there.
I don't know if there was anything in mind there.
And I'm sure neither versions of Alexa were happy to take on that offense.
A ferocious Dakota coming out here.
She catches Kai with a big counter.
Every counter being answered.
Dakota Kai crucifix.
A couple of knees and then another one, and that'll force the break. And she slides her back to the mat. Kai scales all the way up top.
She is trying to shake the cobwebs, but she can barely stand.
Look out! Bliss turns that around. Dakota. Uh-oh. Boom. That puts her on the offensive.
Continuing to work on their opponent's arm. Oh, man. Armbreaker takes him down.
Oh, kick right to the back. Drop toe face first. Dakota seems unable to turn the momentum here.
Kai's having trouble getting her bearings.
Using the elbow to escape the attack.
And now propped up in the corner.
Big splash in the corner.
Bliss, look at this! Vintage pin, shoulders down!
Trying to end it.
A kick out at 2.
What a match. Drops a knee.
Bliss has gotten the better of her opponent.
Alexa continues to maintain the advantage. That'll either wake you up or knock you out.
Dakota is in the zone and letting the opposition know it.
A big boot. Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes. Blast off.
Whoa, what a landing. That was just incredible hang time.
Was willing to take the high risk to the outside, and it paid off big time.
Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
Oh, colliding with a barricade.
Choke slam right into the knee.
Delivered into the barricade.
Taking this fight back into the ring.
Bliss is putting her opponent on notice.
All right, we got it the first time. Let's get back to business. Does she think she's in a pose-off or something? This is a wrestling match.
Don't know if the ref is loud enough, but this is getting close. Back in the nick of time.
Oh, scattered that one. Hoisted up high here.
Launched into a roundhouse kick.
This capacity crowd is really willing these competitors on.
It's moments like this that show you what you're made of. Dakota Kai looking for a little real estate to work with. Here she comes. Face launch. Grabs their opponent by the ankles.
This has been a very physical and draining match.
I think we can consider this the beginning of the end, gentlemen.
Okay, this is just a little bit dirty.
Greco-Roman face rake.
All right.
Dakota Kai.
Domination kick.
Did Kai just put an end to this?
Cover! And She will reach the ropes, and the ref will have to stop the count. From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. Party's over. Good night. She faked her out. And she thwarts the pin attempt and won.
No time to waste being shocked. You've got to maintain pressure. Face rake. Oh, definitely hurts. When you're in an atmosphere like this, when you can't hear yourself think because the crowd's so loud, you find a way to do superhuman things. That's what these combatants are doing here.
Oh, she counters right back on Kai.
Uh-oh. Oh, look out.
She got her shoulders down. She kicks out with force.
Incredible to think. After everything we've witnessed, we are still at a stalemate.
Does she think she's in a pose-off or something? This is a wrestling match.
The clothesline to deny that maneuver.
Alexa's in position. It's inevitable from here. Alexa blast with Sister Abigail. This looks bad for Kai.
2 count. What a kick out at 2.
Hope stays alive for Dakota Kai.
Alexa thought she had this one in hand, but now she's forced to regroup. Uh-oh. Flashback! Placing her in the corner.
Shoulder to the stomach.
Mastermind Bliss with the mind games at work.
Kai sidestepped out of the way.
Stops the kick.
Find some payback with their own reversal. Trying to chop her down with a low kick.
Great counter by Alexa. She heads out of the ring.
Needs to mind the official count.
Lift off. Whoa, look out.
The airtime, the fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside.
It's been a struggle for these competitors to find an end to this match.
But the struggle's worth it. With every move you make, you hear this capacity crowd following you on that journey.
And she's returning fire.
Series of counters here. Who will...
Dakota Kai.
Detonation kick.
Dakota can taste it now.
The cover. She wins. She wins. Now let's take another look at these wonderful women in action.
your winner, Dakota Kai.
And what an impressive win tonight for Dakota Kai.
I feel like there's a tantrum brewing in Bliss's mind right now.
Yeah, but who knows what will happen when...
Here comes B-Fab.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Street Profits from Akron, Ohio, B-Fab.
B-Fab already has shown such a brilliant mind as the manager for the Street Profits.
But she also has the strength and agility to become an in-ring success all by herself. You gotta love B-Fab's swag, you gotta love her heart, and you gotta love the fact that she gives it her all every time she steps inside the ring.
Yeah, Byron, confidence is great, bravery is great, but B-Fab needs to tie everything together to become a top star in WWE.
Oh, get on your feet! It is time once again to feel the glow!
The atmosphere changes when Naomi enters.
From Orlando, Florida, Naomi.
Naomi has such an unbelievable connection with the WWE Universe.
And they have cheered her on to win the tag titles and the Women's Championship.
But Naomi's not about to rest on her resume. She's looking to glow even brighter.
And believe me, she understands what it takes to get to the top of the mountain again.
Yeah, Naomi does things in that ring that nobody else can do.
Buckle up. Here we glow.
You definitely need a restraint, Saxton.
We'll start things off with B-Fab, really someone who has all the tools and confidence to become a major player here in WWE.
You look at pure athletes like Trish Stratus and Chyna. They took what they had and molded it into a new environment. B-Fab is very much in that same school.
The ceiling is very high for this young woman.
And Naomi's also ready to go in this one, fired up and no doubt feeling the glow.
Yeah, Naomi is someone who doesn't need to get ready because she stays ready. And you love to see it.
Getting pushed into the corner. Strong show of strength here. Oh, that'll rock you. Locking up with one another.
A disrespectful shove there. Big flying forearm.
You can tell she's got her right where she wants her.
Corey, how do you compete against someone with the athletic abilities of Naomi?
Well, with her speed and agility, you really want to focus on Naomi's legs. If you can chip away at her foundation, she'll be struggling to unload any of her glowing offense. She gets taken into the corner, needs to get out.
Oh, man, what a strike! She counters it. A running sit-out jawbreaker.
Her legs are wobbling, but that's the least of her problems. Springboard, but nobody home.
Drop toe hold.
Just walking right over the spine of their opponent, now dancing after it.
Oh, look out. It's on now. Boom. Feels like a hockey fight's just broken out. Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. Oh! Ooh. What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Both absolute. And now these two just pummeling the hell out of each other.
Ending this test of wills with a big exclamation point.
She's in for it now. Thing of beauty, swinging fisherman suplex. Kicks out on the pinfall attempt.
She likely knew that wasn't enough. She's just keeping the pressure on.
Oh!
Pulled back into the hip toss.
Just a continuous rush being faced by Naomi.
Like I said earlier, guys, Naomi's base has been compromised and she's struggling to find her grip on this match.
Oh, look at the afterglow.
Oof. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Drives a foot into the stomach.
Deep trouble here.
Look out.
Slingshot guillotine leg drop. And just like that, we've kicked the tempo up a notch.
Watching her prey rise. We know what she's looking for here. Perched up top.
Power slam turns the tide.
Up in the fireman's carry.
Sidewalk slam. Turns it into a pin attempt. And a kick out before the count even begins.
Just powered out.
Oof, nails the midsection. Oh, it was a stunner. That was the best one I've ever seen. She is slow to get up, and she won't be able to evade what's coming. Wow, springboard attack.
This could do it. She's quick to get her shoulder up.
Keeping a loss at bay for now.
Forearms for the second rope.
Driving down.
The damage she's taken can have lingering effects.
Could be getting into a dire situation soon.
Naomi had it turned around.
Right to the kidneys from behind. Oh, catastrophic damage on the back.
Transitions to the cover.
But is it enough?
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage in the match.
And a menacing look from B-Fab.
Boom. Oh! Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count. And Fab with the counter.
Side Russian leg sweep, takedown, and heavy hands to follow.
And now gets tossed into the ring. Oh, she calls it the rear view.
That was that in-ring innovation of Naomi we've mentioned. What a move. She's got her down for the count. She might end it here.
Should have wrapped the arm.
Smart move.
trying to shake the cobwebs, but it might be too late.
Man, what timing on that counter.
What a display here. Counters on both sides. Drop toe hold.
These women refusing to back down, going toe-to-toe to prove who's better.
This is a testament to the lengths they will go to remain on top of the women's division.
Arm wringer applied into the top wrist lock. Full control now.
They're going to have to try to fight out of this. Body shots connecting. Oh, look at head scissors.
You still feel the glow when the lights are out?
Harsh forearm.
Draped across the middle rope. And down.
Ooh.
Naomi's heading up top. From the top. Oh, God, a terrible landing on the outside.
Went for it at the wrong moment and paid a terrible price with that impact on the outside.
And some effective offense with that one. She throws her back in.
Ooh. She's able to evade.
Driven down face first. Crossbody into the pin. Is that enough?
And a big victory here tonight.
Now's a good time to look at some of the highlights from that last matchup.
Here is your winner, Naomi!
A tough loss for B-Fab here tonight.
Yeah, Naomi feeling the glow and feeling herself with this victory.
She is the top gaijin of the women's division.
Blair Davenport ready to take down her next victim.
The final is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Wellington, New Zealand, Blair Davenport.
This woman is the textbook definition of ruthless. You gotta love Blair Davenport.
Blair Davenport, a very sinister mind and amazing in-ring skills.
Now, Michael, a truly merciless competitor who's out to hurt anyone who stands across from her.
Well, if that's what it takes, then so be it.
She is ready to get in the competition's face.
Michin is as Michin does. Never afraid to do something crazy.
And her opponent from Fontana, California, Michin!
Michin really knows how to take care of the problem inside the squared circle.
Yeah, the HBIC is looking to neutralize the competition tonight and won't back down until she gets business done.
She knows tonight is going to be a big challenge, but if anyone is up for it, it's this woman.
You have to admire Michin's dogged determination. She fought hard to earn her place here in the women's division. She'll fight twice as hard to keep climbing the ranks to the top of the industry.
Well-versed in a variety of combat disciplines, Michin's always adding to her game, sparring with fellow superstars and learning from everyone around her. She's a very potent striker, isn't to be taken lightly.
When Michin sets her mind to accomplishing something, she can be a true force inside the ring.
And Blair Davenport is as cold-hearted as they come. She doesn't care who she steps on to reach the top of WWE.
And why would she, Saxton? There's only one way to the top, and Blair Davenport knows what she needs to do.
Davenport way up high.
I think she's looking to end things here.
Blast off! Oof, no way home.
Bulldog! Vicious knee.
Oh, that'll send a shock down your spine.
She has no idea where she is right now, and it is about to get worse.
Oh, my goodness, what an impactful STO. And she's looking intent on delivering something big here.
Middle rope, a missile drop kick from the middle rope. Corey, what do you want to see from Blair Davenport tonight?
I want to see Blair up her trademark intensity. The more vicious and focused she can be tonight, the easier it'll be for Davenport to capture the win.
Got out of there at the perfect time.
Well-executed suplex. Kick out.
Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this.
Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Barrage.
Planning something big here.
Getting to her feet here. Stumbling into the lion's den. Taking flight.
She completely missed there. Oh, what a kick. Vicious.
Oof. Running knee in the corner.
Oh, man, inverted backbreaker. Ow. And Michin won't be having a good night if she allows more offense like that.
The competitor in Davenport coming through here.
A drop kick from the middle rope. Nicely done.
And she's set right into that corner.
Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here. Bullseye!
Davenport exercising her wicked willingness.
Doing whatever she must to get what she wants.
Right hand will count.
These two showing how well they know each other.
Legs caught.
Thunderous powerbomb. Talk about intimidation. I'm not sure if it's resilience or stupidity that's going to drive you to try and come back from a move like that.
Misses the target.
just won't stay down.
Kick right to the leg. Look at this. Oh, from the rope.
She's going up now, going up high.
Oh, boy. I think the crowd knows what's coming. From the top, drop kick, missile style.
Her endurance is really being tested now.
This match finally...
Oh, Michin's shoulders are down. No, she kicks out.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
She managed to avoid that offense.
Running Hurricane Rana. Fantastic. Michin heads up high.
Top rope. 450 splash.
That might have put it away. There's 2. Got it. No, just a 2.
She just dug down deep there, but I don't know if she'll be able to do it again. And Blair evades that. Michin in defeat. Does that put Michin out on top?
Looking for the pin. No, my, that was close.
Not about to go quietly into the night.
That took some serious endurance, I'll give you that.
But if we see one more devastating move again, this can be over soon.
Protection neck. Just proof positive that Michin won't take her foot off the pedal.
She's rising up, rising into a precarious position.
Sky high. Oh, went for it all, but gets nothing.
Ooh, kick right to the gut.
And they're going shot for shot, blow for blow.
Oh, man.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
Looks like we got ourselves a brawl here.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Toe to toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
You can feel the contact.
Things have just gone nuclear. Warheads landing on the front lines now.
Oh, getting the better of that exchange. Davenport.
Right to the face.
Terrible position for Michin.
Shoulders down. Kick out. Thought that was the end of her.
What is it going to take to keep her down?
The answer might be more than her opponent can offer.
Sometimes when you unleash your best offense and it doesn't get the job done, you're taken out of your game. That's a real possibility now in this match.
Both wrists captured. Davenport with a big-time move.
2. And a win here tonight. That'll change your career. Let's take another look at these women in action.
Here is your winner, Blair Davenport.
Michin defeated here tonight.
She did all she could, but Michin just fell short in the end.
But she's not one to get too discouraged. She'll bounce back from this.
Here comes Raquel.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Rodriguez.
And NXT Rodriguez won the first ever Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. We're the first ever NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
Well, Cole, you can bet Raquel has some more firsts in store for the main roster.
Here comes trouble.
A superstar who is always ready for a fight.
And she won't let anything stand in her way.
And her opponent, representing Damage Control from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
A Dusty Rhodes Classic winner who has had multiple tag team reigns, but Dakota Kai is not to be trusted.
There are plenty of tag team accolades to Dakota Kai's name, but now she's taken aim at becoming a singles success.
Yeah, she is more than ready to captain her own ship.
The bell rings, and just look at Raquel Rodriguez, a towering figure in the women's division with fire in her eyes.
And don't forget, an ability to completely bulldoze the competition, Cole. Insane power, unreal agility. There's a reason Raquel's able to just lay people out.
Absolutely, Corey. Raquel Rodriguez is the real deal.
But Dakota Kai's fighting spirit will not be extinguished. Despite her stature, Kai has proven time and time again that she has the ability to even take down opponents twice her size. So she's more than ready to get this show on the road.
Could be thinking of high-risk offense here.
Either elbows to the lower back. Now look at this laser focus. She's looking to put this to bed.
From the top, you gotta be kidding me!
They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Driven into the steel steps.
Really just laying it in. Grabs the leg. Oh, nothing fancy there. I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that.
And I imagine that if you want to gain an advantage against Dakota Kai, you're going to want to neutralize her kicks.
Absolutely on the mark, Cole. That means things like keeping Dakota Kai grounded, staying on her, not letting her build up speed to come charging at you. Eliminate the most dangerous weapon in Kai's arsenal, and you'll have a path toward victory. Middle rope. Completely missed the mark there.
She's pumping herself up. Reaching, this could be trouble for Dakota. This spell's doomed for Kai.
Here we go. Cover. 2. Right, a kick out. She's not done yet.
Dakota Kai was just able to get the shoulder up in time. You have to admire that sort of grit.
And a look of confusion is on Raquel's face, unsure how things aren't over yet.
Man.
Elbow drop.
Great fight.
Oh, and that will keep Rodriguez at bay. She goes back into the ring. Wow, what a pump kick.
Attacking the arm.
Great way to break down your opponent.
Raquel sent reeling.
Yeah, Kai was showing a little of her now patented ruthlessness there.
A threatening display from Dakota Kai.
No! Suicide dive! Fearlessly soaring to the outside. My goodness. Dakota Kai with the...
A couple of knees and then another one, and that'll force the break.
Rodriguez looking to bait her opponent into a mistake.
She gets the shoulder up. What does she have to do to put her away?
I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea.
Torture rack. And once again, she's put on the back foot.
The physicality from Raquel is showing no signs of slowing down.
And she's making her way to the top rope here.
She's struggling to get back up, but she's about to feel so much work.
To the sky. The top of the top. Raquel goes into the cover. Forces the shoulder up after two.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge. Sent all the way to the outside.
Countout rule is active as she heads to the floor. Oh! Tossed back into the ring.
Raquel Rodriguez using all her strength, her power to deliver.
Good Lord! What a slam! And you can see why people have labeled Raquel as one to watch.
Looking more and more special by the second each time she puts on a display like that.
Shot block! Brilliant! Right to the back of the knee. And Raquel looks staggered after that assault.
Every aspect of your toughness gets tested in a lengthy match, mental and physical.
Ooh, and fights back. Boom! Clothesline.
The unrelenting offense from these superstars, the will to keep going, that's what this is all about.
Hoisted over into the good.
Caught out of there in a hurry.
Several reversals, neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defense. In the corner, has to find a way out of there. A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Oh, here it comes! Dakota Kai! GTK! Has Dakota settled this?
Makes a cover.
What in the world? Seeing is believing. And Raquel is making a believer out of all of us right now after a kick out like that.
And that could have been Dakota's best shot at putting this one away. Raquel interrupts the attack. She had that scouted.
One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch.
Apply! Well, that came to an end with a abrupt punch.
Good Lord! What a slam!
Raquel looking to establish her dominance. Dakota can't come back from that. Could that be enough?
For the win. In the match, Raquel Rodriguez gets the win. Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
is your winner, Raquel Rodriguez.
Tonight, Raquel Rodriguez leaves here the winner.
Look at the anger and frustration on the face of Dakota Kai.
Dakota thought it was going to be easier than it was, but wow, was she wrong. Check your pulse, because here comes the glow.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Orlando, Florida,
Naomi has such an unbelievable connection with the WWE Universe.
And they have cheered her on to win the tag titles and the women's championship.
But Naomi's not about to rest on her resume. She's looking to glow even brighter.
And believe me, she understands what it takes to get to the top of the mountain again.
Yeah, Naomi does things in that ring that nobody else can do. It's time to see if the power of glow is real.
Well, one thing is for certain, Naomi definitely knows how to handle her business.
The self-proclaimed scourge of the women's division.
Yeah, a mix of gothic charisma and cold-hearted fury.
Blair Davenport ready to wreak havoc tonight.
Davenport's found that chaos and unpredictability suit her and her goals best, so she's going to lean into it.
And it's only made her that much more dangerous. There's no predicting what we'll see from her here in this one.
And you can already feel the glow radiating from Naomi.
Both you and Naomi should probably see a doctor about that, Saxton. But if you want to talk supreme confidence, Naomi clearly has that in high supply coming into this match.
Spinning combination. Rotates out and gets the cover. Beautiful. Might sneak one. Oh, wait a minute. Turns the leverage for a pin of their own. And only a one count.
Likely just trying to sap out some energy with that cover.
And they tie up with a collar and elbow. A big shot. An overbearing amount of offense against Naomi here.
Naomi needs to be resourceful in this situation.
Corey, what do you want to see from Blair Davenport tonight?
I want to see Blair up her trademark intensity. The more vicious and focused she can be tonight, the easier it'll be for Davenport to capture the win.
Being driven to the ropes here. Good display of power.
Going up high with the punch.
Oh, she manages to reverse it. Naomi looking a little less than determined there.
Yeah, now it's about Blair maintaining some of this pressure.
And right into the pin. And she's not done yet.
She likely knew that wasn't enough. She's just keeping the pressure on.
Oh, ouch. Davenport has become relentless.
How about Davenport's intensity right now? Being absolutely vicious.
Just disrespectful.
That's going to fire you up with anger. Naomi put a stop to that.
She isn't taking this lying down anymore.
Could be the turnaround Naomi needed in this match.
Right across the back of the neck. Ouch. Agility like that is what can set you apart from the rest of the locker room.
Getting lifted to the top rope.
Uh-oh, this isn't going to end well for someone.
Going up top.
That wasn't just a move, that was a statement.
Turning the tables. Hurricane Rana.
Unbelievable athleticism.
Quick reflex is so important in a match like this. And that stops whatever Blair had intended.
Went for the springboard and missed. Picked up.
Vicious backdrop suplex.
She reverses and creates an opportunity. She had a lot thrown her way already.
Yeah, Naomi showing off a little bit of that out-of-this-world athleticism right there. It's incredible, the inventiveness we are seeing on display here.
Her moment could be at hand. She's ready to attack.
Sky high.
Oh, diving crossbody.
Shoulders are down.
And she breaks free before a 1 count.
Getting that shoulder up seemed to be pretty easy. Big knee. And she anticipated what was coming.
Off the rope.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Kick to the abdomen.
Manages to slip out of the way.
Oh, a clothesline. Not done yet. Another one. Trifecta.
A bit of hot dogging from Blair here.
Naomi put a stop to that. She can end this thing right here.
And there's the kick out. Those 1 counts getting harder and harder to kick out of. Naomi, look at the afterglow combination. Oof.
She's looking to go top rope here.
Incoming!
Splash! She's going for the victory. Fights the shoulder up and 1.
This match continues on.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time.
Getting her set up for something in the corner. Enziguri.
Totally out of it. She's a perfect target.
Oh, missed connection.
Capitalizing on Davenport's mistake. And she quickly turned that around.
Back and forth, counter after counter. return, I'll be speechless.
Sent to the corner.
Just disrespecting their opponent in the corner. On the throat in the corner.
Just using their foot as a weapon. Boot right to the throat.
Vicious knee drop.
This has become a monumental clash. There are no breaks on these competitors.
The will, the fire, the guts. You can feel.
Here's Naomi having up the kick out. She pops the shoulder up in one.
Somehow still has the energy for a quick kick out.
Just a continuous rush being faced by Naomi.
This is Davenport looking at her best.
Takes their breath out. Effective counter.
Oh, she calls it the rear. Is victory close? This could be it. And the count stopped short of 2.
She is still in this fight.
Naomi is ready. She knows exactly what's next.
Fends it off. Good counter. Placing her against the turnbuckle. And that stops whatever Blair had intended.
Back and forth, trading reversals. All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Forearm connects.
German suplex.
No doubt she's looking to end her here.
Davenport. Soaring knee delivery.
Davenport with a big-time move.
Shoulders are down. No, she kicked out.
Naomi will not be extinguished. Naomi continues to fight.
Confidence must be waning as she hits the opposition hard, but still can't get the fall.
Listen to this place. It's unreal.
The decibel level in here right now is breaking glass. These fans are on fire for the win.
2. And she fights it off.
You are not alone in your shock, Cole. We all thought that was it.
Davenport is all fired up.
And back into the ring she goes. Duck to clothesline. Turn around. Penny combination here. What a move. Flips the lever. Shoulders down. There it is. Davenport is your winner. We got our money's worth for that one. Take a look. A surprisingly fast victory here tonight.
There's the consequences of getting caught unprepared. Just goes to show you, you got to be on your toes at all times.
Raquel Rodriguez, a massive presence in the women's division.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Rodriguez.
Think about the incredible resume of Raquel Rodriguez. In her first 3 years, she's been an NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, a Dusty Rhodes Classic winner, an NXT Women's Champion, and a WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. One of the most vicious and mean-spirited competitors in all of WWE, Blair Davenport.
She'd take that as a compliment, Byron.
And her opponent from Wellington, New Zealand, Blair Davenport.
Davenport's an incredibly powerful woman who has an undying desire to inflict pain.
There's a true darkness within Blair Davenport, a deviousness. She's competed all over the globe and terrified opponents at every single stop along the way.
A hard-hitting competitor with a savage determination in the ring, Blair has made a habit out of grinding down her competition until they are powerless to prevent her victory.
I'm sure that's exactly what Davenport has in mind here tonight.
And standing in the opposite corner is the imposing Raquel Rodriguez. I don't think anyone can intimidate her, guys.
Yeah, Raquel's always focused on the task at hand and doesn't let anything get in her head. That kind of clarity.
Submission. The gory. Oh, look at this power. Incredible power from the position she was in. Corey, what do you want to see from Blair Davenport tonight? Pin. She can end this now. A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
I think this match still has a ways to go.
Reversal from Raquel. Lariat. Looking to go up high.
Taking flight.
And what a splash. The sheer force that...
This might be the end here. She's still as determined as ever.
She countered that into her own offense.
Oh, did we just see a tooth fly out?
And now she's making it to the top rope here. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
lining her up perfectly. I would fear what's coming next.
Axe handle from the middle rope.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. And a boot in the face.
Blair Davenport potentially looking to end this Falcon Arrow.
Straight into the pin. 2. She was close to the end there.
You have to think this match is...
Oh, very frustrated at what's going to happen here.
Frustrated. I'm excited, Cole. This just changed everything.
Well, she's got no business out here.
You gonna stop her?
Oh, there's a response against Raquel.
Trading counters in reverse. And Raquel Rodriguez with an epic.
With a tomahawk.
What goes up must come down, and it sure as hell did right there.
Here's the pin. Will Davenport kick out? Into the cover. And it's Raquel Rodriguez scoring the victory. These ladies put on quite a show. Here's another gander.
Here is your winner, Raquel Rodriguez.
A valiant effort, but you can't deny that the earlier distraction had catastrophic repercussions throughout the match.
They tried to tune out the added presence, but it ultimately proved to be too much for them.
You hate to see it.